Hello, everyone. Glad to have you join us on yet another edition of your favorite podcast, Inside Live with the Magnificent. Today, we have a special guest in the house, a royal father. Have you heard of the Bajju people? The Bajju people are found in the southern part of Kaduna State of Nigeria. And of course, arguably, the biggest ethnic group in the southern part of the state. The Bajju land is administered by the Agwam Bajju overall. And of course, there are smaller stools at the state's level administering those in diaspora. So sit tight as we have the Agwam Bajju Lagos State chapter here to educate us on who the Bajju man is, his way of life, his tradition, and all. So sit tight as we welcome here in the studio Chief Gideon AD, the Agwam Bajju, also known as the Wakilin Bajju Lagos State. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Glad
to have you in the studio, sir.
Yeah, good to
It's
be in your
a
studio
pleasure
too.
and it's a privilege having you here.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Sir, even though I've introduced you, I know you would do well to introduce yourself better for the benefit of the listener out there and the viewer.
Thank you very much. Like you have rightly said, my name is Gideon AD, a prominent Bajju son and resident here in Lagos. I'm Bajju by birth and Bajju by speaking Jew. So, to the glory of God, all the Bajju sons and daughters in Lagos are also my subjects. I oversee the affairs of the Bajju people here in Lagos and report directly to His Royal Highness, the paramount ruler of the Bajju land, His Royal Highness Wakilin Agwam also the royal father of the whole Bajju nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that introduction. Sir, who is a Bajju man?
A Bajju man is somebody that we call Banyet Bajju, which means that people that speak Jew language, or people that were born by birth as Bajju.
Okay.
As Bajju.
Is
a Bajju man.
Can one become a Bajju person simply because he speaks the language?
Yes, if by reason of birth you are a Bajju person, you are born as a Bajju person. Of course, you are a Bajju person. Okay. Anywhere, any day, anytime.
Being born as a Bajju person, let's dive into it proper. In case my mother is Bajju and my father is not Bajju, can I be referred to as a Bajju man? Or my father has to be a Bajju man before I would qualify to be called a Bajju man?
Exactly, you are qualified as a Bajju person if your father is a Bajju person. Is a Bajju person.
Okay.
And the other way around, you may decide to be, or you may choose to be referred to as a Bajju person by way that your mother is a Bajju person while your father is not a Bajju person. That one, it will now become a matter of choice to you. You already have where you are coming from, taken for existence. We have different ethnic groups that reside in our lands. They can never be referred to as Bajju people because they are not Bajju people by birth. But if by a way of choice you decide that you want to nationalize and become a Bajju person, Of course,
But can such a person occupy a stool such as yours?
no, such a person cannot occupy a stool. A
Okay, you can
traditional stool
only
like
be a member of more like a part of.
yes.
But cannot
No, you cannot be addressed as
a
a
Bajju
Agwam
man.
Bajju person. But in the same chiefdom, I know that we also give titles to non-Bajju speaking people, like the chief of Yoruba in Zamkwa or the chief of Igbo
Okay, in the Kaju.
in the Kaju chiefdom.
Okay.
In the Kaju chiefdom,
Okay.
His Royal Highness has that that's right.
Okay.
Yes, to crown such people because of because of their contribution to the community and because of they have stayed long in that community.
Okay.
And they occupy a certain number in the Kaju land. They can also be given a chieftaincy title. The Agwam Bajju can decide to give them a chieftaincy title.
Okay. It's common knowledge that the Bajju people are in the southern part of Kaduna, and Bajju ethnic group is not the only ethnic group in southern part of Kaduna. Can you give us a picture of the boundaries? Where does the Bajju land starts and stop? Do we have such? Can we have such a picture?
Yes, the boundaries that surround the Bajju is very, very massive.
Okay.
Incidentally, the Bajju ethnic group in Southern Kaduna happen to be the largest ethnic group.
Okay.
Why do I say so? Because we cut across about 6 local governments.
6 local governments.
6 local governments.
Okay.
Majorly, we are found in Zangon Kataf local government. Then we are also found in Kauru local government. We are also found in Kacha local government. We are also found in even Jaba local government. Even Jaba local government, there are Bajus there.
Okay.
There are Bajus there. Jama'a, which is in Kafanchan. We also have massive number of Bajju people there.
Okay.
So we cut across about 6 to 7 local governments. Yes. Even in Kaduna South itself, if you go to areas like Television, Nasarawa, and newly created areas like Karuji and the rest, where the Bajus form a greater part of that settlement there. Okay. So we are cut across, like I said, 6 to 7 local government of the state.
That's massive. That's massive. So how is the Bajju Kingdom administered? From the Agwam Bajju, how is the hierarchy like?
Thank you. The Bajju Kingdom is administered, first of all, by His Royal Highness. The overall Agwam Bajju, entirely in the whole world. He's the one that is in charge of all the affairs that affects the Kaju chiefdom and the Kaju land. He also have other smaller stools, like the district heads, which are also like the Royal Council.
Okay.
Yes, they are the Royal Council.
Okay.
And he has administrators even within himself. The chief of the administrator of the chiefdom is the Wakilin Bajju.
Okay.
The Wakilin Bajju is the chief administrator of the Kaju. Aside the district heads, he has also smaller chiefs that oversee the Bajju people that in diaspora, okay, which are popularly referred to as Wakilin.
The likes of yourself?
Yes, the likes of myself. And he has Wakilin all over the nations. Wakilin all over the nations. And we report directly to him. Whatever it is happening in my vicinity, in my jurisdiction here in Lagos, I report to him. Yes. Likewise, everyone, even the district heads, which are the overall overseers of the all districts in Kajulan. We have close to about 15 districts in Kajulan. Every one of us reports to His Royal Highness, the Agwam Bajju I.
That's huge and very interesting as well. In brief, how can you describe the Bajju tradition in terms of receiving visitors and coexisting with the non-Bajju? You made mention of the likes of Yorubas, Igbos living in the Bajju land, and in fact, they are given titles sometimes. So how would you describe the Bajju tradition in terms of receiving visitors and also coexisting with settlers, those who are from other parts and are have settled there?
It will interest you to know that the Bajju man is a very hospitable person. Very, very hospitable person. We grew up to know our parents, our grandparents living with those people that I have earlier mentioned. The Bajju man doesn't have a problem. Let me give you an insight. I will start with the Hausa people, because they are traders. So whenever they step into the land, into our land, the Kaju land, our parents receive them. They give them a good reception. And in most cases, they give them place to settle. Initially, they come for marketing. They usually come during our market days, sell their goods, bring their goods and sell their goods, then leave. Eventually, gradually, some of them found the place to be very good for them in terms of their markets, in terms of living. So, Bajju being a hospitable person, once you approach the person that I need a place to just stay, so that I can be keeping my goods after this, then use this money. We have different markets in Kajula, different days and different markets. So you can't be going there and then be coming every day. And that is how some of them settle in Kajula, especially the Hausas. Okay. That was how they became part of us right from the inception, or right from our forefathers until now.
Okay. Yes. When did it start getting sour? I'm talking about the relationship, because obviously, by your explanation, I can deduct that it was the relationship was very mutual. So why the shift? Because I can remember it's been in the news, Southern Kaduna this, Southern Kaduna that, in terms of crisis and stuff. When did that started happening? Where did we get it wrong?
Thank you. let me quickly say this. This hospitality that I just talked about of the Bajju person is not only peculiar to the Bajju person at all in Southern Kaduna. It cut across all the other tribes in Southern Kaduna. The hospitality the Bajju man will give to anybody that is a visitor is the same hospitality that other ethnic groups will give. Now, when it started getting sour, it's a very complex thing. It can be traced to so many factors. Those we accommodated, those we gave them lands to farm. Remember, you came, you are not an indigenous of that place, you don't have a farm, you came, you don't have a house, they gave you a land, they gave you a farm to farm. Eventually, because of the generosity of our great-grandfathers, they didn't think that one day these kind of things will happen. That is how it started. From the issue of trying to also claim ownership of a place that you are not the owner. It's just like I'm in Lagos. There's no way I can begin to claim that Lagos is my state. It doesn't work like that. There are owners. Whether we like it or not, there are owners. A Bajju man cannot go to Zaria and claim that Zaria is his place. It cannot happen. Or to go to Kano and claim that it's his place. So the issues are multi-dimensional. From religion to politics. Yes, politics and then tribalism. So that is how the crisis grew up. The crisis grew up and then become a national issue today. Because I won't say it's just a Kaduna issue. It's a national issue.
Exactly.
You see it happen in Benue. You see it happen all over the nations. It's a national issue. Yes.
It's unfortunate. I think solution is more important than even
the problem
itself.
Yes.
So any solution on site?
In times of insecurity, right?
Yes, insecurity.
Where there is a will, they say there is a way. The major problem that we are having is politics. That is the truth, it's politics. If the government have the political will today, if they have the political will today to end crisis, they will end crisis. They will end crisis. It's the political will. Because these people that are causing havoc, they are not more than over 200 million Nigerians, are they?
No.
They are just a handful. And they are traceable as well. That's why I'm saying it's political rather than what we are seeing. It's political. I think one of the best solutions, if I may suggest, to tackle this crisis is community policing. Why do I say so? Because in my village, if we have people from my village that are the security agencies, one, they know who is a visitor, they know who is a stranger. They know who doesn't belong there. And they know everybody in that village, in that setup. If there is a crisis, they will be able to trace where there are crises. Even if we have some amongst us that are sabotaging, they know where you are from, they know your house, they will be able to identify you. A stranger doesn't just come to a place that he doesn't know to commit crime.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
Doesn't just come in how to commit. He will liaise with somebody from that place so that he can succeed. Because he doesn't know where he knows where he came in, but he will likely not know where to exit. But it is true with the effort of the owners of the land that will tell him, if you strike this way you go, if you strike this way you go.
So it's in connivance with...
It's in connivance with the residents of that community, the people of that community.
It's quite unfortunate.
Again, I will plead that the government should do more. The government should do more. Especially, in fact, I can't describe how somebody will come and strike in a particular environment, and then it will take one day before security agents will know that they have killed, or they have destroyed one village. They have finished the people in one village. They won't be there. The government need to do a lot more, please. A lot more.
Okay.
Yes.
Now back to Lagos. We've just touched home. Back to Lagos. How can you remember for how long do you think the Bajju? I believe there is a Bajju meeting in Lagos.
Yes.
You are that organized, I'm sure. For how long has the Bajju people been disorganized here in Lagos?
Thank you. I've been in Lagos for the past 35 years.
Okay.
I spent all my youthfulness in this Lagos. So if I've been in Lagos for the past 35 years, and I came and met the Bajju meeting going on, so that means that the Bajju meeting has been on for over 50 years.
Wow.
Over 50 years. Yes. I came as a very vibrant youth, and I met my people.
Already.
By our elders. Yes, they had gone far. In fact, by the time I came, it was a one meeting before. By the time that I came, they were already having some branches.
Okay.
Because of the massive number of Bajju people that were trooping and coming, and were resident in different places. So that was how they started doing the meeting in different branches. But once in a quarter, the whole Bajju converge, both from Lagos and Ogun State, because we have them resident in Abeokuta and Owode in Idi Oroko.
Okay.
Yes, and Sango. So all of them they are part of the general meeting here in Lagos. So that is how we are.
Okay, how can you describe the reception of the Bajju man in Lagos by the Yorubas?
That is a very, very good question that you have asked. I think the reception we have enjoyed in the Yoruba land and by the Yoruba people has been very, very massive. When Lagos had their first Agwam Bajju in the person of Captain Ezra Usman of the defunct Nigerian Airways, till today, we have established a relationship with the Lagos State chiefdom. We have gone to His Royal Highness, the Palace of Oba of Lagos.
Okay.
We have paid a courtesy visit there and for recognition as Bajju people.
Yeah.
In fact, we did not only our paramount leader then, the Agwam Bajju one, was in that. Yes, it was in that entourage that we went to see the Oba of Lagos, Oba Akiolu Real One. So we were received very, very, very well, and that is why till tomorrow, if you go to the palace, if you ask that do we have Bajju people that have come to identify with the chiefdom in Lagos State, they will tell you because our record is there. I know that the present executives of Bajju Lagos are also equally planning that same visit. Yes, that courtesy visit. Yes, to also bring in the present Agwam Bajju nationwide, so that we will also go there to visit His Royal Majesty the Oba of Lagos. It has been a very good cordial relationship. We have enjoyed it, and I know that we will continue to enjoy it.
Okay, that's good. How would you, in a nutshell, describe your role, your basic roles as the Wakilin Bajju of Lagos?
Thank you. You know, the role is, like I said initially, I'm here as the eye of the Agwam Bajju entirely. He expects that I will carry all his messages to the whole Bajju here in Lagos. I will do his bidding here in Lagos. Whatever it is that he has to relay to the Bajju of Lagos, he comes through me.
Okay.
Whatever I have from my people here in Lagos, I also convey to him there. That is how the administration of the chiefdom is. My major role here in Lagos as the Wakilin Bajju is to serve as the representative of the Agwam Bajju Lagos, Agwam Bajju General. Yes, Agwam Bajju General in the whole of Kaduna. Whatever it is that we need to do, or I need to do here to ensure the welfare of my people here in Lagos, whether in terms of disputes or in terms of investment here in Lagos, I must ensure that the Agwam Bajju is well informed, very well informed about what is happening here in Lagos.
Okay. There used to be a carnival of some sort. Back then, I recall, in the southern part of Kaduna, called Bajju Day.
Number Bajju. Not,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't call it Bajju Day because we call it Number Bajju.
Okay. Okay. It was massive, I believe. What really is happening now? Is it still going on? If not, is there any plans on ground to bring back such an important event?
It has been going on right from some years. Then at a point in time, I think because of the political situation of the land and all one, and the security situation,
challenges.
the thing stopped.
Okay.
But I give glory to the present national bada of the Bajju community,
Okay.
nationwide and in diaspora.
Okay.
That is in person of Mr. Habila.
By national bada, what do you mean, sir?
Yes, the umbrella for which all the sons and daughters of Bajju, yes, meet together to discuss the progress, yes, of Kajulan.
Okay.
That is the umbrella body for which every son and daughter will contribute his or her quota to see the progress of the Kajulan. And like I said, the last number Jew that was held was in 2006. That was the last that was held. Incidentally, I happened to be the secretary of that LOC, the Local Organizing Committee. Since 2006, we've never had any again. Thank God to the leadership of the present president that we have in the person of Mr. Habila Kazaburi Madaki, who made sure that he not only brought back the glory of that number Jew, but he did it in a very massive and a grand style. And that was in 2003. And I was also a member of the organizing committee for 2000. In fact, we've never had it before like that. We've never had it before like that. Now the celebration is biannually. 2025, we are going to have another edition. And the most interesting thing about that...
Oh, it will be taking place this year?
Yes, this year. The most interesting thing about this number Jew is either to before now, we had issues of dates. Okay. Do we do it in December? Do we do it? Initially it was
for the
1st of January.
Okay.
Which was also clashing with that of Kagoro. Then the leadership also tried to find a date in April, but it didn't work. But as I am talking today now, if nothing happens, we have arrived at a very comfortable date for that annual event, which is the 31st of every December.
31st of every December.
31st of every December. This year, it's happening live and direct in Zamkwa.
Okay.
Yes.
So, being disorganized in Lagos, do you have any means of ensuring that any Bajju person that comes to Lagos is identified and assisted where necessary? Is there any umbrella that covers such? Assuming a young person from the north just came into Lagos in search of greener pastures, is there any ways that the Bajju organization assists such people?
In the first place, that is why the Bajju meeting is existing.
Okay.
And that is why the leadership of Bajju Development Association is here.
Okay.
If, as a young Bajju son or daughter, you find yourself in Lagos, or you came to look for a greener pasture in Lagos, and you identify yourself with the Bajju people here, you can be rest assured that your problem is half solved. Because that is why we are here. We'll make sure that you are not only assisted in terms of what you are looking for, but we'll make sure that even in terms of accommodation, we'll look around, we'll talk to ourselves and see how we can accommodate you. And we'll also at the meetings, we also ask people, please, we have so number of youths that are here, please, they are in search of jobs. Try, if you have an opening anywhere, please, we have them here. We have a list of them that the leadership will write down and pencil, depending on your profession. So that is how we operate. And I told you that the essence of that meeting is to ensure the welfare of our members. So it is one of our number one objective, to make sure that every son and daughter that steps into Lagos here is made comfortable to the best that the association can afford.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, in a nutshell, what would you say to that young man back home who is looking to come to Lagos in search of a greener pasture? What advice would you give? What skill set do you think such a person should ensure he acquires before coming here? Is it obtaining a degree, having handwork, or whatever? What would you say to that?
Thank you. Let me tell you, and let us not be deceived. If you have a skill, you are far, far better than somebody that has a degree. I'm telling you. You know, the unfortunate thing in this country is that the emphasis is on paper certificate. But where are the jobs? There are no jobs. But if you have a skill, there's no way you come to this Lagos. Lagos is a land of opportunity, but you must have a skill. I'm telling you the truth. You must have a skill. Without a skill, you will struggle. You will struggle to survive here in Lagos. How many jobs do we have that the degree holder can get? How many jobs? But if you have your skill, you don't even need. All you need is the right environment and the opportunity for you to showcase your. We are deceiving ourselves, I'm telling you. Unless we change the narrative and then begin to acquire skills. And that is why today, even in the higher institution today, we are taking courses like entrepreneurship development. Because the world is changing. They are looking for skilled workers. They are not looking for certificate holders. Nobody is looking for a certificate holder. It's what you can do. What can you do? What can you deliver? So that is why it's good to go to school. But also while you are going to that school, try to learn a skill. Try and learn a skill. If you come out today, and fortunately there are very, very good skills that we can learn without much labor. If you decide to go into photography, yes, you may not have the finance to buy the equipment that you want, but you can work in a photo studio. If you have learned tailoring, you don't have money to buy machines, you can go to a fashion outfit and then work there. From there, you make your savings, and then you key into it, and before you know it, you are better off than a salary earner. Salary work don't pay, seriously.
So, to the young people out there,
no, they need to learn a skill.
Salary work doesn't pay.
No,
your skill set is more important than your certificate.
Yes,
this is coming from important. Our father here in the house, and you know what that means. Wisdom is It's wealth itself.
Yes, it's knowledge and wealth.
Okay. So it's been a wonderful time having you here in the studio with us. Rounding off, what would you say to the Bajju people, home and abroad? What is it that you have to tell them if you have them in a room and you're opportune to speak? Say every Bajju person is listening to you now.
I will quote my paramount ruler, Agwam Bajju, nationwide. His emphasis is unity. Unity. If we are not united, there is no way we can achieve what we want to achieve. If we are not united. They said, united we stand, divided we fall. That's the only advice that I want to give to every Bajju son and daughter. Yes, we will have differences, but don't let the differences that we are going to have to override the advantages that we are going to use to build our Kaduna.
Okay. Such differences, do you have any reference? Because of different clan?
There is nowhere, even in my immediate house, there are differences.
Exactly.
There is no way you live, even amongst you as a parent today. You will see that even among your children there are issues.
It's normal.
Yes, it's normal.
It's normal.
So there is no specific difference that I will pinpoint to say this is what the Bajju person, that this is what Bajju need to sort out. No, the only thing that we need to do is to continue to speak with one voice, to continue to live together, to continue to do things together.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Continue to live together, live with one voice, and that way growth is definitely going to happen to any given group of people, especially an ethnic group that is this big as the Bajju people. This is where we have to wrap it up on today's edition of your favorite podcast, Inside Life with the Magnificent. Thank you very much for staying tuned.
Thank you.
See you some other time.
Thank
Sir,
you.
You're welcome
Thank
once
you.
again.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time and everything.
Thank you. I really appreciate, and I know this organization is going to places.
Amen.
It's going to places.
Amen.
I am praying that it will be one of the first well-known organization in the whole of Kaduna, because it's owned by a Bajju person.
Amen.
By a Bajju son. And we will do everything possible to make sure that you succeed.
Amen.
God bless you.
Amen. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.